As we were talking about landmarks, we realized there are a lot of people who contribute to this community, and we come across them in our work from time to time. And we thought, by their dedication and hard work, they stand out as role models for others. And we're really lucky to live in an area where we have so many people who do so much. Volunteerism is a very important part of our culture. And everywhere you go, you're going to find volunteers. They serve as municipal officials, elected as Boy and Girl Scout leaders, 4-H leaders, Little League and youth soccer coaches. You'll find them at the hospital, in area nursing homes, schools, parks, and the list goes on and on. Fire departments. Almost every group in our community that functions does so because of volunteers. Like I said, we tend to meet these people, and we thought, who's in a more natural position to recognize them than us, because we come across them so frequently. And as we developed landmarks, we thought it would be a good thing to recognize some of the community leaders in this area. And landmarks includes each of our recipients' story in the magazine. Last January, 2 months ago, a group of community residents gathered to select this first year's recipients. The most difficult thing about their job was deciding who among all the volunteers to honor. The list is long, and many of the people who work hardest just think it's part of what they do. They don't think it's anything very remarkable, or they'll point to someone else who does far more than they do. But they are remarkable, and we did want to recognize them. Raymond Keith Lindy has lived in Blossburg for 92 years, except for 46 months when he was serving this country in World War II in the European theater. You'll probably recognize him because he usually has a camera or a video camera and is busy documenting the event that he is attending, whether it's Fall Festival or the Coal Festival or dedicating a monument or a downtown fire, or even where the utility poles were placed when he worked there for the electric company. Keith is Blossburg's historian. He's made it his life's mission to document Blossburg's story. And as storytellers, we can really appreciate that. He's passionate about Blossburg. He loves his town. He's proud of its heritage, its coal heritage, and he's determined to preserve that story for future generations. Is special. Mary Worthington spent 41 years with Growth Resources of Wellsboro. She was instrumental in preserving aspects of this community that you'll find their stories in this week's Landmarks magazine. She worked with the railroad, the airport. She even helped preserve the gas lights. Mary adopted Wellsboro as her home and dedicated her life to making it a better place to live. Under her leadership, the Laurel Festival grew large and Dickens was born. Even with all of her community involvement, she was a devoted mother and grandmother and had the knack of keeping them separate so that each had a major role in her life, but she was able to serve them both. She was wholly present for both her work and her family. And so we'd like to ask her son, Andy, and Christine, if she's willing, to come forward and receive the Cornerstone Award.
Big smile.